Welcome to the Defending Champions podcast where basketball never takes a night off. I'm your host, Cameron, and with me today,
Rob Dog.
Tommy.
let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's get into these playoff games, eh? How good is it having playoffs?
So good.
Hey, man, I'm enjoying them all. All right, you want to start listening to games?
Pretty sure game 2 we had the Raptors and the Cavs.
And we picked the Cavs.
115 to 105.
We get a W. Is
Did
that
we
a
get
W?
W?
Hey, did we get a W?
Did you pick the Cavs too?
Yeah, we all picked the Cavs.
Yeah. Then we had game 2 in the Hawks and Knicks.
Yeah.
107 to 106.
Well, you two boys had the Hawks. I had the Knicks in this one.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hawkies,
That's
baby.
right. We're going game 7. I've told you already. We're going game 7.
Hey, I had the Hawkies.
CJ clutch, mate.
It was sexy to watch. I'm not gonna lie, that was sexy to watch. It was a great game by him. Like, yeah, just put the team on his back when they needed him, and like you could tell he was a veteran, and like it's
Much needed.
Yeah, it was. I've been here before, boys. It's all right. We can do this. Like, yeah, I think Johnson looked like he was a little bit scared still. He is growing. Like in that first game compared to the second game. Like that second game, he looked like he started to settle a lot more, but. Yeah, that first game he definitely looked like he had the oh my god, we're in the playoffs, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, that whole team's pretty young. So
Yeah.
give him another year in the playoffs. They'll be bloody.
CJ had
Up there.
32 points.
Yeah. He played quite well.
Next game, big fella.
Game 2, we had the Timberwolves versus the Nuggets, 119, 114.
I think we all picked the Nuggets on this one.
Yeah.
We've got the Nuggets circled and like I know I definitely went Nuggets.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I went.
I'm
probably
pretty-
Nuggets.
I'm
You
pretty
did go
sure,
Nuggets.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all went Nuggets on that. So
I think we were pretty close with going to game 7 for that series,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. All of us.
Edwards had 30 and 10.
it was a good game, like close game, like 5 points in it. So
Yeah.
Jamal Murray, 37 and 7. He's stepping up for the Nuggets huge this series.
You need to. Can't just all rely on Jokic all the time.
He had
like,
24, 15, and 8 in this game.
yeah, I
so
know. That's what I mean. That's just a lazy game
Ridiculous.
for him.
pretty sure he was half asleep during most of it. And
Yeah.
still had the
The fact that he can still drop that and that not be his best game is just crazy.
It's
to
just
me.
crazy, yeah. It's just yeah. The rest of the game,
Yeah.
game 2s.
Game 2 and the next day, I changed my thing saying Celtics sweep, and 76ers proved me wrong.
I think we all went to sleep for the Celtics, didn't we?
we all picked the Celtics, and I think
Yeah.
It was
he
111.
changed. He
Or
had-
did I do a gentleman's sweep?
No, he had the gentleman sweep. Me and you had the sweep.
Oh, no, that was the Thunder, wasn't
Yeah,
it? That
yeah.
yeah.
It was 111 to 95.
97 because
97, sorry,
97.
yep.
Yeah.
Amazing game from VJ. He had 30 points, 10 rebounds. Maxi had 29 points. Paul George, 19 points.
Stepping up a little bit, Mr. George. You know,
Even-
not looking like the old what is he, the senior member or the retiree on the team.
VJ, I know he shot the 3 and winked in someone's face.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Next game, you got the Trailblazers and Spurs.
Yes. The Blazers got up on this one, 106 to 103. I believe Wemby went out this game
Yeah,
with a
he
head
got
knock.
knocked out. Like it was.
How did you play this game then?
So
Oh.
this is game 2. So he started
Yeah.
game 2, and this is the game he got knocked out in. So
Yeah.
um,
Do they not have concussion
Yeah,
protocol over
they
there?
do.
They do. It's more lenient than other
Yeah.
sports. Though,
Ah,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I was going to say.
We're getting to
usually,
that
like-
next
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
So yeah, obviously, like we all picked the Spurs.
Yeah.
In that one, and yeah, they went down. Next game is the Rockets and Lakers, big fella.
My glorious King Boys.
I
101 to
good.
94.
might walk off the set, boys.
And what was his stats for that game? Didn't Luke Kennard carry that game?
Game 2. I don't know. Durant was playing this game, but LeBron had 28, 8 and 7.
Yeah.
Kennard had 23. Marcus Smart 25. They would have lost, I reckon, if they didn't have him.
Marcus Smart.
Yes.
What about Luke Kennard?
23 points.
Yeah, I know. Do you reckon they would have lost without him? as
Yeah.
well?
If
So
they
it's
didn't,
not all just King James.
if they didn't have the shooters around James, I reckon they would have lost
Yeah.
big time. But Durant, I'm pretty sure he only had 2 points in the second half of that game.
Yeah, he had I
9
think
turnovers.
that was a bad game by
Yes.
Durant standards.
Yeah.
And then he injured his ankle in the fourth
Yeah.
quarter.
This is what I meant. Like, all these superstars get so much hate when they have one off game
Oh, no, it's
compared
ridiculous.
to their all-time, like, their all-time great. They have one bad game and everyone goes off their head.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, he's so shit.
Like Durant still had 23 points. Like it wasn't like it was a
Exactly.
shit game from him. Like it's like, oh no, he only scored 7 points, but no, he still had 23 points, like 6 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal. Like, yeah,
And you had Marcus Smart guarding him pretty much most of the game. So,
he's a great defender. Eh?
good pickup.
I reckon Durant just needs to go back to just shooting over him, stuff like that, backing himself and
He's
stuff.
well, Smart was getting up underneath him, so every time he
Yeah.
put the ball on the floor, Smart was just getting up underneath him and just
Yeah.
it just had just.
But the
like,
first quarter, man, he was lights out. He didn't miss a shot. Pulling up for three. I had flashbacks from the 2018 grand final playoffs.
Yeah.
Next day,
next day we had the Magic and the Pistons big fight.
the Pistons ended up tying the series 98-83,
So
1-1.
we had the Pistons this game, so
Saw that Cade popped off in that game a bit. He carried
it's
him.
a low scoring game too.
It was, yeah. It was low scoring. Definitely, Cade needs to carry this team over him and
I
stuff
feel
like
like
that.
in the playoffs, people tend to defend more, like try to defend better.
It's like the defense seems to step up,
Yeah.
and it's a lot harder defense too. Like they let the defenders get away with a lot more more grabby sort of style.
They're letting him play this season. I'm
Yeah.
glad. Next game we had the Suns and Thunder,
Yeah.
107 to 120 to OKC.
So we all had the Thunder for this.
Go up
but,
2-0.
We've been coming.
oh. Can we talk about this right now? Can we talk about how the Suns are getting screwed over? Because like I watched Devin Booker get called for a foul.
Did he?
Oh.
He called this ref out after this game, didn't
Yes.
he?
No, yes.
Yes.
So
And
this
he
was
got
after
a
this game.
$35,000 fine or something like
Yeah.
that because of it.
So
But it needs to be done.
he got a tech foul for trying to save the ball.
Yeah. And that unnatural shooting motion where
But-
he went.
But freaking Shea did the exact same thing, and it was the play afterwards, and it was
Yeah.
play on.
Yeah.
Like
And
the
he-
Thunder are
yeah,
getting
put his
away with
hands
it.
up
And
and,
even the
like,
Chet one where he
The
went.
Thunder are getting away
out
with
like
so
this.
much bullshit. Like it is
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like it's the only series that's pissing me off because like, don't get me wrong, I know Dylan Brooks is a dirty freaking player. Lou Dort is doing
Well, he
way more worse
he
shit than
tripped
he's
bloody
doing.
Booker.
That was game 3.
Yeah,
I think
the
that
game
was
3, yeah.
yesterday.
Dylan Brooks had 30 points in this game.
Yeah.
He had 23 shots. Booker had 14.
You know why Booker's only getting so many shots? I like we talked about it after game 1. How come Dylan was shooting so many shots and Booker wasn't getting his shots? Because Booker's getting dragged out of the game. Like he's getting slapped and fouled, and like he can't get a shot up. And like even the one where he got called for an offensive foul, like there was no way he should have been called for an offensive foul.
No.
No, that was clean. I reckon that was clean as.
Caruso stepped underneath
Yeah.
him when he was going up. Like it's a foul on the friggin' defender. Like it's
Yeah.
not even close. Like
I think what he actually had to say in that press conference was 100% correct.
Yeah.
And it needed to be said.
Yeah.
And the fact that the NBA don't see, I know they have to stick up there for the refs and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but surely that opens their eyes and say, holy shit, we might actually have to have a look into this and
Yeah.
why they're being officiated so differently to the whole league.
Well, like without being funny, I honestly think that Lou Dort should be suspended for a game because how many times has he thrown a leg out? Like that's an unnatural movement. Is you're going from your legs being like this to your leg going this way? Like
Yeah.
it's not a. If somebody steps underneath that or steps around that, like Booker went down and he hurts himself, he's out for the rest of the series, and then it's an easier win for Thunder.
Didn't he? Was it this game or the next game that he went down? Game 3. He came off the
Game 3.
game
He
3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
got
game
tripped
3.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the instance I'm talking about. Like
Yeah.
Lou Dort is, it fucking frustrates me watching him play.
Question:
Yes.
Lou Dort or Grayson Allen? Which one's the most dirty?
Right
I
now?
reckon Lou Dort's up there at the
Yeah,
moment.
they're freaking tired
Mm.
right now. Like it is ridiculous.
Like, I haven't really seen much of Grayson Allen as of late.
Nah, he's been
But
injured with
he's
a
A
hamstring.
lot
Yeah.
of Lou Dort has been coming up. Like,
It's
I've sent you guys TikToks in
Yeah.
the group chat.
He's
and like,
throwing
I
his
know
ass
that
at
you hate
Joker
it
and-
because you think Thunder are fucking glorious.
I like the Thunder team.
I don't. I
I
really
like
Hey,
it.
but like without being silly, I enjoy watching them play.
Yes.
Sometimes. The last couple of months, especially it's leading into finals, watching Lou Dort play and watching Shea foul bait is starting to piss me off.
Yeah.
And like it's starting to I turned on the game, I watched about 6 minutes of the game and I went, nah, this is the same bullshit that happened in game one, and I turned the game off.
I watched this TikTok the other day. I was gonna send it, but I didn't. It was like back in like 2016 Thunder or like 2012 Thunder. It
Yeah.
was like just all dunk shit like that from obviously Russell Westbrook, and it's like Thunder now, and it's just free throws.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
the way
I have seen that
Yeah.
too.
the way I reckon
Yeah.
the way the Shea's playing is 2017, 2018 James Harden.
It
Yeah.
is, and I hate
When
that
it's
too.
just James the free throws after free
Yeah.
throws.
It's okay for him to draw the type of foul that he's drawing, but when he's doing the push off to get open, that's the part where I don't like it. Like it's like I said, Booker went straight where he did the pump fake. Caruso stepped in, so he went up to draw the foul, and he didn't get the call foul. But yet they go straight down the other end, and Shea does the same shit, and he gets
Well,
called.
there was an actual game in the playoffs as well where someone did push off what Shea
Yeah.
does. He got called for an offensive foul, and Doris Burke actually spoke up and was just like, "How is that any different to what Shea does every
Yeah.
time? So why are they getting called?"
And he's going to be
Shea's
your
not?
freaking MVP, which is bullshit.
Yeah, it shouldn't be him.
Oh.
Like, he's skillful enough without those calls.
Exactly.
He could still drop 25 without the free
Yeah.
throws easy, with how shifty he is, with how he can shoot the ball. He doesn't
Like-
need the free throw line.
Yeah.
I think the next game, game 3, I'm pretty sure he only had 6 free throws in that game. Like he had 9 the other game. In this game, so I don't.
Yeah.
I still don't really understand the rule if you're allowed to push off.
I understand like the holding your position as
Yes.
you're like if I'm
But once
If you're
you
dribbling,
get-
yeah.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
you stand,
it's the
yeah.
second you do that bullshit. Like, man, even back in the 90s, they were getting pulled for that push off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Allen Iverson, my favorite player growing up, and I watched him do that, and it offensive foul.
I guess if you're dribbling and going in, you're allowed to do that and then put it
Yeah.
up. I get that, but I reckon if you extend,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
But even if you kick your leg out as well and cause that contact, like I
Somebody
saw
got-
one of Andrew Wiggins
Yeah, but
defending Shea, and he
kick-
kicked him in the nuts.
kicked him in the nuts,
And it was a
then
foul.
he got called for the foul for getting kicked in the balls.
I thought they were pulling that up at the start of this
Nah.
season.
They
Maybe for everyone else. But
yeah. They might have called it up for like the first game of the season, but like I watched. It only happened on the weekend. Like I can't remember who it was. I think it was in the Knicks game. I think one of them gone off for a jumper, bang, got kicked in the balls. Play on, oh no, foul on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that frustrates me about Thunder, because I used to like them when it was
Yeah.
KD, Russell Westbrook,
Yeah.
and stuff
I know.
like
Actually,
that.
you used to always use them in 2K.
Yeah. Always used to use them in 2K. Like, you go from that to them being like just straight up and honest, bloody, they know how they play.
Yeah.
To now watching the Thunder where they are quite dirty of players. They've not rigged the system,
Yeah.
but like they know how to play the refs and stuff like that. Like, it just pisses me off how it's gone from that Thunder to now this Thunder.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's
Like I said, like it's just frustrating that like even in the Suns versus Thunder game, like it happened and you got Devin Booker got called for it, but yet you go down the other end. Not even, I think it was like 2 plays. Like it might have been 30 seconds to a minute later. Shea did the exact same thing. The defender even stood there, 2 hands straight up in the air, didn't move, and he jumped into him, and then whoop, fell on him. I mean, he's not moving. How is he getting called for a foul?
I don't think D-Book even jumped into him. He just went straight up.
Nah,
and
he did the-
accidentally-
he did the
yeah,
pump
'cause
fake.
He came in,
Yeah,
and
he-
then that's when he went up.
But yeah, because Caruso stepped into him.
Yeah.
That's why he went up to get the foul. But it wasn't called. Like, yeah. Sorry, that watching that series is really pissing me off, and it's
But
frustrating the hell
It's
out
going
of
to
me.
be that the whole time because they are favorites.
Yeah.
Like,
they've got decent defenders. Shea's not a bad defender. Like when he gets in front of somebody, slows him
yeah.
down.
I
Yeah,
think
what's
what's
his
going to
name?
hurt him though is Williams being out with that
Hamstring injury. Yeah, I did read that this morning that
Yeah.
he's gone down with a
they played
hamstring.
They played 3 quarters of the season without him.
Yeah, I know, but he is a good handy piece.
Yeah,
for
but the
him.
playoffs change everything.
Yeah,
I get
exactly.
that. Like,
like having that extra person that can drop that 15 to 20 points and also dish out 8 assists and 6 rebounds and stuff like that. Like it's going to be handy for them.
I think it's the rebounding side of thing that really helps them out with him. Yeah, just even the defensive slide, like slowing him down and getting in front of him, like that type of play with him. Like, yeah, he's probably one of the ones that I really enjoy watching from that team. Like him, like I said, McCain. I really love watching McCain play.
I like Hartenstein.
That's the other one I was trying to think of, Hartenstein. I used to love watching Caruso play because I used to think he was a phenomenal, like even when he was on the Lakers, when he went to the Bulls, defender, and if they needed a.
But his chain's going to the Thunder as well.
Yeah,
I find.
even his last year in Chicago, like since Brooks was it Brooks? No, it was your boy Grayson Allen took him out. When Grayson Allen took him out, like when he come back from that, he was changed. Like he just come back as a different player, thinking, well, if I'm gonna get hit like that and get hurt, and I'm gonna be out 6 weeks, I'm gonna start doing that to other players, and like it's not completely dirty like them other 2 players that we talk about, or the other 3 players. Sorry, there's Grayson Allen, Dylan Brooks, and bloody Lou Dort.
I feel like he's just getting more physical.
He was a
not
more
even
physical.
It's just stupidity.
Yeah, he was more physical. Like I said, he was more physical. But since the injury, he started to talk, like push, like blur the lines a little bit.
Yeah.
I think would be the best way to put it. So, yeah.
Just gotta be careful because you don't want to see the superstars out of the game, like D-Book with an ankle and stuff like that. Like you want to see the best of the best play in the playoffs. So yeah.
All right, let's go on to game 3s.
All right, we had the Knicks versus the Hawks, 108 to 109 to the Hawks.
We all went the Hawks this game, so it's a big tick for us, boys. Big tick.
They lead 2-1. I'm pretty sure the Knicks fumbled this game at the end.
Yeah.
Who cares? They lost.
I told you, boys. Knicks at 7, baby. Knicks at 7.
Then we had the Cavs and the Raptors, 104 to the Cavs to 126 the Raptors.
Yeah, we had the Raptors, and
we all picked
we had the Raptors.
Oh.
Somebody over here went to Cavs.
Cammy's boy Scotty Barnes drops 33 points and 11 assists.
Could build a team around that man right there.
RJ Barrett 33 points. Good.
Good to see. It's good to see.
Last game of the day, we had the Nuggets 96 to the Timberwolves 113.
So me and Robbie went the Nuggets on this one, and Tommy went the Raptors.
Oh,
Timberwolves.
Timberwolves. Sorry, Timberwolves. Did you watch this game? So I caught, I want to say, 3/4 of this game. Like I watched from the first quarter, and it just looked like the Nuggets turned up and didn't know what they were doing.
Nah, I think I missed this game.
So this game, like I said, man, it turned up like the Timberwolves turned up like they were. This is our game. We're winning this game. The Nuggets turned up like, what happens. Like it was like somebody had smoked a joint and just sat down and had a few beers.
Probably Aaron Gordon.
Oh,
he didn't play this game.
No, he didn't.
He would have gone though, smoking joints on the plane.
But like without being too funny, like that's what this game come across as. So
all right. Game 3, we had Celtics 108 to 76ers 100.
So we had the Celtics. Another win, boys. Another win. Here we go.
Then we had the Lakers 112 to the Rockets 108. I went Lakers.
This game was freaking mental. All right, so just to say, we had Robbie went Rockets and me and Tommy went Lakers. Yeah, and
3-0, baby, 3-0.
The Rockets had this game won. Like
commentator's curse.
Oh man, did you?
Jabari Smith.
What
he didn't need to pass that.
What in the hell was he thinking? Like it was Marcus Smart down here. Everybody else is over halfway. They had 4 Rockets players, and he's like, there's a player there, but I'll throw it to you. Like, wow.
Why would I don't know how Reed Shepherd let LeBron poke that ball loose.
He got long arms, baby.
Oh,
he got a wingspan.
He got a 20-year-old just burning down the court. I thought the Rockets were going to win this game in the fourth quarter when they were just Amen Thompson was just O-board after O-board.
Yeah.
Duncan, I hate how Sengun plays.
Any time that the Lakers did something, the Rockets just answered with ease too. It wasn't like they were struggling to do it. They just did it with ease. But yeah, like like you said, man, commentators curse, but like 6 points, 30 seconds. It's an easy game. We got this win. The Lakers even had a shot, grabbed the rebound, and then he took a bounce, and it was like, oh man, let's throw it out there or whatever.
I was about to turn the game off because it's over. There's no point of watching. Boom, steal. Boom, 3 points. And why would you foul on that shot from Marcus Smart when he jacked up the 3 and he got fouled?
It was Atari Eason or something like that. Just hacked him. Like he was off balance trying to shoot it, just trying to rush a shot, man, and he's like just slapped him, and he's like, "What the hell?"
That's when the inexperience comes in play.
Yeah. Did you hear the coach afterwards?
Yeah,
like,
he called him out.
Yeah, he called out his team just inexperienced, and sometimes take a deep breath and just realize what's going on. Like you've all played basketball before. Like obviously we've all played before. We understand. Tommy actually represented Australia in netball and like understands pressure, and like I know you've played representative ball. I played representative ball. You've played grand finals. Like we've all played that. You've got the stage in front of you, and this is what you need to do. Yeah, I'm shocked at like how it happened. Like I was watching this going, what the freaking hell is going on right now? Like, yeah.
Good to watch. Last game of the day, we had the Spurs 120 to the Blazers 108.
So Robbie's gone the Blazers, and me and you had the Spurs for this one. So
I think they were winning until the fourth quarter. The
Blazers were up by 14, I think, at one stage.
Didn't Drew Holiday have a good game?
Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure he had 29 points.
Bringing it up now, mate. So Portland.
Yeah,
Holiday 29, Henderson 21, Advia only had 19.
Henderson and Dylan Harper was going at it in the fourth quarter. That was good to watch. Harper had 27 points, 10 rebounds. Castle had 33 points.
I think the funniest thing was Scoot was trying to talk some shit to Dylan, and then Dylan dunked on him.
Oh, that was good to watch.
Just straight up, boom, from the wing too. Just from the wing. Head fake, bang, Bernie's defender. Scoot was trying to catch him, and just too late, bang, dunked on him. It was great to see. Great to see.
Do you like Luke Cornett as a backup center? I reckon he's great for the Spurs.
Backup center, yeah. He did it for the Celtics.
Yeah.
When Porzingis was there.
Last of game threes, you got the Pistons Magic.
Yep. The Magic got up on this one to lead 2-1. They're 113 to 105.
So we all had the Pistons boys.
I'll never back against those boys.
Then we had the Knicks 114 to the Hawks 90.
That was game 4. You had the last of game 3 was the Thunder versus.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
The Thunder 121 to the Suns 109.
So we had the Thunder boys. So we finished with a tick, mate. We finished with a tick. Yeah.
All right. Game 4 we had the
game
Knicks.
4. Yep.
114 to the Hawks 98.
Yep. So we had the Knicks there, boys. So
all of us
had the Knicks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Series tied 2-2.
Yep.
Then we had game 4 of the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. Nuggets 96, Timberwolves 112. Mini leads 3-1.
Anybody else feeling upset?
I'm pretty sure I picked them.
Oh,
I've said I've picked them in 6 or 7.
Let's go back and just double check here.
Well, you got bloody Ant out.
Yeah,
now you do, but
now you got
DiVincenzo's gone too.
Yeah.
They're 2 big outs though. I know that they still won.
But they should have won. Nuggets should have won this game.
They should have.
You had old mate from the bench drop 43 points.
Yeah, he's not going to do that
Tommy
again.
has actually picked the Wolves in 7. I got the Nuggets in 5, which is out of the question now. You got the Nuggets at 6, which is they've got to win the last 3 games, which takes it to game 7. So if they want to win, they've got to go to game 7. So
Come on here, boys. Come on.
we've been getting games wrong all night, man.
We're doing today games 4s.
Are we going to finish off the game 4s of today?
Yep.
Yeah.
So the first game we had the Cavs 89 to the Raptors 93.
Yeah.
The Raptors ended up getting that series 2-all.
So you boys had the Cavs and I had the Raptors, baby.
I'm pretty sure I checked the score when it was 4 minutes left, and the Cavs were up by 7. I'm pretty sure, or
Yeah.
something. They played at 3 o'clock this morning, so I don't know. Might have been a bit.
They were pretty close going into the last quarter, so yeah, could have
I know
broke away. So
D. Mitch had a opportunity to tie the game or win the game, and he missed that. Stupid shot, terrible shot. I saw the replay. Next game 4, we had the Spurs 114 to the Blazers 93. This is when Wemby returns.
yeah, so his the way that they did the concussion protocol for the NBA is they do a test the day after
Yeah.
to see his ability and movement, and he passed that. So then they were like, well, you can travel with the team.
They
And-
did testing again.
And then they did another set of testing, and that's why they sat him for game 3.
But on the warm ups, he was sprinting up and down the
yeah.
court, wasn't he?
Yeah. It was lateral movement and like turning.
Yeah.
So side steps and stuff like quick movements. Just to see if he had any dizzy spells and that type of thing. So
Did you see him on game 3 when he didn't play? He said you would have got swept to the Blazers.
no.
Someone on the bench, I'm pretty sure, said you would have got 4-0.
Yeah.
Did you see that he had 7 blocks this game though?
No, I haven't checked stats today. Like I've been a bit lazy today.
He had like 2 or 3 steals, 7 blocks.
He got 27 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, 7 blocks.
Yeah.
Far out. Hey,
Jesus.
just fill that stat sheet up.
Darren Fox, 28 points.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Harper only had 3 points this game.
What did Scoot have? Where's Scoot?
0.
Yeah.
0 from 7.
Talking some shit, couldn't back it up, eh? 7, 3 from the 3-point line. Yeah, four fouls to go with it. It's a good game, Scoot.
All right.
Scooty
Next game 4, we had the Boston 128 to 76ers 96. Boston leaves 3-1.
Gentleman sweep.
Yeah, we got the Celtics, boys.
Yeah.
That's good.
We had them wrist sweep.
Yeah,
we
we
had
had
Oh,
to lose, didn't they?
Original, I did said 76.
Didn't
gonna win a
Embiid play?
game.
Embiid played today.
MB
as well.
played today, yes.
Look how shit he is. Fake
Well,
MVP.
They go back to the gun, see if they can.
They won't.
Yeah. We
Trash.
want Boston. They lose every time.
Yeah.
Well, they'll probably verse Atlanta. Atlanta will beat New York anyway. 7.
Last game of
Next
the day.
at 7, baby.
Last game of the day, we had the Lakers 96, the Rockets 115.
Yeah, where's your King James now,
and,
baby?
Yeah, pretty shit game from him actually. He had 8 quarters leading to the 4th.
8 quarters. leading.
8 points.
So
Yeah.
Tommy, you were the only one to pick the Lakers
Yeah.
this game, baby.
He had 8 turnovers.
Was
8
KD
turnovers.
back? Was KD back?
No, KD didn't play this game.
Oh,
Ooh, lost without KD.
But the Rockets all starters had over 15 points this game.
That's good.
Last
did-
game,
that's a
last
good
game,
spread.
the bench had 3 points. Bronny James had 5 points.
yeah.
What did
That's
Thompson
embarrassing.
have?
He had 23, 4, and 7.
Reed Shepard, 17 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 3 steals.
Easton had 5
Easton,
steals.
5 steals.
Yeah.
And even Smith Jr., 3 steals.
Yeah.
So do you think that's a KD saying, "Oi, pull your head out of your ass, let's fucking play"?
But didn't he call him out in practice? Jabari Smith called KD out.
I think so. Isn't that why he had the whole freaking fake Twitter profile and all that other
Yeah.
rubbish?
I don't really know.
Who knows? Predictions.
Predictions
forward, eh?
time.
How are we going to do this circle? The same thing?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
do the same circle like we always do.
All right. So we're starting Tuesday next week. Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, mate.
Next
Tomorrow.
week.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Next week.
Tuesday we got Pistons versus Magic. What are we looking at? I want to go the Pistons.
Are
What's
they
the
2-2 now, or are they
yeah,
2-1
2-2, I'm pretty
No,
sure.
they're 2-1
to
to Magic.
Magic? Yeah,
And it's
Pistons.
at
Pistons.
Magic.
Pistons.
I reckon Pistons will get up. Who are you going, Tommy?
Before we start this, sorry, I forgot to do this part. Tommy's stat line.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy's stat line of the week. We forgot this.
All right. I don't have a player this week.
Don't
I
have
have
a
a
player?
team.
A team? All right.
The
Ooh.
Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Lakers.
No. I picked the Wolves because They lost Dante yesterday, and they lost Ant in the game. And you have a bench player that steps up and scores 43 points. That's what I'm impressed about. They also won game two. No, 3. They won game 3.
Yeah,
Well, they won
they're up.
the last 3.
3-1, aren't
No,
they?
no, they're up 3-1
Yeah,
now.
they won the last 3.
Yeah, they lost game 1 and then
Yeah.
they won the last 3. So
Mm.
We said after Ant smiling on the bench that he would come out and the Wolves will go crazy.
Yeah, well, not anymore. He's
Yeah,
injured.
well, he's injured. He's out for a couple of weeks.
Soon find out.
that was Did you see how he landed?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
rough.
That
It looks like a hyperextension.
Yeah.
it was a super hyperextension.
He went for a scan.
What it was,
yes.
a bruised knee, or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
knee bone, or whatever it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
What
it.
did Dante end up doing?
Achilles.
Ball?
So like without being funny, the last 4 players that have torn
Number
their
0.
Achilles are all number 0. So you got
Yeah.
Damian Lillard, Tyrese Halliburton, Jason Tatum, and Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah. Is it fully torn, or is it just?
He's out 12 months.
That was first minute too.
Yeah, it would just turn the
Yeah.
second minute. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he's
it's,
chasing his rebound.
Yeah,
or
he put up a
whatever.
3 and then went to chase after it, just went down. Tyrese Maxey needs to change his number.
He's next, baby.
Oh, without being silly,
not.
like, oh man, like, who else is wearing a 0 in the finals right now? Because last year it was 3 people in the finals. It was Miller, Lillard, friggin' Halliburton, and Tatum all wearing 0 that went down. So far, we've just lost DiVincenzo round 1.
I think it might be just him, to be honest with you.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
There's not many really
Nah.
number 0s other than those guys.
I know Scoot's wearing 00.
Yeah, so he wears 00. There's a few players that wear 00, but
double
not,
zero,
but not
just
the
single 0.
yeah.
And find out. I'd be changing though.
Bit rough, eh?
69.
It's the only number you're not allowed to wear in the NBA.
Can't even wear it in 2K.
Yeah. Oh, Dennis Rodman tried.
I tried in 2K as well.
Yeah, he tried to wear it for the Dallas Mavericks.
So my number's 73.
73.
I don't know why. I just chose the number.
I'm number 10, baby.
No, I used to be number 10. Like when I used to play back in the day, I was number
I
10.
was always number 10 too.
But since playing soccer, my number's 13. So many people think that it's an unlucky number, but it's
My number was always 1. Derrick Rose, baby.
Yeah.
Eric Rose.
Or 15. I don't know. 15.
Prediction time?
Prediction time.
Prediction time.
Let's get into these predictions.
Pistons versus Magic. I'm going Pistons.
I'm in on the Pistons.
I'm
I
going
reckon.
Pistons.
Yeah,
Tied up
I reckon
2-2.
they're going to tie it up. Yeah, let's go.
Thunder versus Suns.
This game
It's over. It's over. Suns are screwed.
Wolves versus Nuggets. I think Nuggets might come in.
I'm going for the upset, boys. I'm going Wolves.
You going Wolves in 5?
I'm going Wolves in 5.
I reckon Nuggets will at least get one more, and this will be the game.
I reckon. Yeah. I reckon Nuggets this one,
I'm going Wolves.
but Wolves next game. So Tommy's going to Wolves. He don't like us no more.
All right, Wednesday we got 76ers versus Celtics. I think this is a game over too. I reckon Celtics.
Yeah,
Back in the Garden.
Celtics done.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the gentleman sweep. Yeah.
Hawks versus Knicks, 2 tied 2 each.
Knicks, baby.
Where is it?
Knicks.
Madison Square Garden.
Nick.
I'm going
the
Hawks.
Hawks.
Do it then. Let's go.
Blazers versus Spurs. I reckon it's over.
Spurs.
Spurs.
Over.
Yeah, Wemby's back, baby. It's done.
Thursday we've got Magic versus Pistons. So we're thinking Pistons are up 3-2 right now.
No, that'll be
Oh,
2-2.
2-2.
Yeah.
2-2.
2-2.
I'm going Pistons.
I'm going to
Yeah.
go Pistons back to back.
Go Pistons back to back.
So that will make it 3-2 then.
3-2. Yep.
We got Raptors versus Cavs.
Back
So
in
what are we at now?
2-2.
2-2.
All tied up.
I reckon Cavs will get this one. I reckon this will go to game 7. I reckon Cavs will get it.
Raptors.
You going Raptors?
I'm going Raptors.
I don't want to say it, but they're on a streak at the moment. I'm going Raps.
Yeah.
Suns v Thunder is already done.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we've claimed it. It's a sweep
We
for that
claimed
one.
it as a
Yeah.
sweep. Rockets versus Lakers.
So what are they at now? They're at
3-1.
3-1.
3-1. So this
I
will
reckon
be
Rockets might get one more, and I reckon this will be
No,
it.
I reckon Lakers back at home. You have a good chance AR can play. He almost played in game 3. I'm going Lakers.
Yeah, I think Tommy's just talked me into it. I think, especially not knowing what KD's doing, I think
Yeah.
it's going to be a Lakers win.
So you guys are clearing them for round 2.
Yeah.
Lakers and
All right, Friday we've
My
got.
cool's itchy. The sun's outside. Lakers in 5.
So Friday we don't have Celtics and 76ers because we deem them to win 4-1.
Yeah.
Cross that. We got Knicks versus Hawks, so we think 3-2 for the Hawkies at the moment.
Yeah.
What are we doing? I reckon
Knicks.
the Knicks will get them.
the Hawks will be back at home
I
if
reckon-
they win.
I went Hawks in 7 anyway.
Yeah.
So
I've
I'm
gone,
pretty sure-
I've gone,
Knicks on this
I've
one.
gone,
I'm pretty
I've
sure I
gone
went
Knicks in
Hawks
7.
in 6. Pretty sure I went Hawks in 6. I'm sticking to that. And I'm going Hawks.
I reckon the Knicks will get it this time.
I've gone Knicks. Hang on. Did I go Knicks this one, didn't I?
Yeah.
So that means I'm the opposite. So it means I need Hawks in that one.
All right. And I'll go.
I said Lakers in 7. I picked Lakers all week.
Yeah, I know.
Spurs
I'm
and
gonna
Blazers
leave it. I'm gonna leave it.
done. We got them.
Yeah,
swept.
they're finished. Yep.
Nuggets versus Wolves. This is 3-2 because Cammy and I chose Nuggets.
Yeah.
Chose Wolves.
If the Nuggets win, I'm picking
Yeah. If the Nuggets win game 4, game 5,
game 5.
game 5. Yeah. Wolves finishing.
Jaden McDaniels, mate,
4-2.
under Joker's skin.
I'm gonna go the Nuggets. I reckon they'll push a game 7.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I'd love that series to go game 7 because like
Well,
it's been backwards and forwards and like it.
I think that's a
deserves
good
game.
rivalry
Yeah.
that they got now
Yeah.
going on there. If needed, Pistons versus Magic. So this will be
Be 3-2 is the Pistons.
3-2 to the Pistons. Wait,
Pistons need to win
what
the
are they
next 2
now?
games.
2?
2-1 to the Magic.
2-1 to the Magic.
So 1-2-2.
So be 3-2 to the Pistons. That we
3-2
picked.
to the Pistons. Yep. So we got 3-2 to the Pistons.
I want the Pistons to go through at least
I
get to the
reckon
next
Pistons will
round.
get
So
it.
I want
Pistons, yeah.
Pistons.
So that's done.
Cavs versus Raptors. What are we at now?
3-2. Me and Kemi picked 3-2 to the Rabs.
I've gone
No.
Raptors in 5. So
What is it now? Is
Yeah,
it
2-2.
2-2?
2-2. So like, yeah,
So you're going Raptors. in
I'm
this
going
one?
Raptors. It's gonna be in 6,
Gone
but
Cavs.
I've gone Raptors.
I'll go Cavs too. I don't like the Raptors.
It's
So
a
you're-
robbery.
You're closing the series here. And I'm going to game 7 on this series.
All right, we got Thunder Suns is done. Lakers and Rockets. What do we do? You guys have
We've gone as it's finished.
I still believe Lakers are moving through.
okay. So that one's across too. All right. 76ers Boston, that's already done.
Yeah, it's done.
Hawks versus Knicks, game 7.
I've
Hawks.
been saying
I'm
Knicks in
going
7.
Hawks for
I've been
7.
saying Knicks in 7.
That's what I picked. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm going
I'm
Hawks.
still going Hawks.
It's right here. Look, yeah. Rob Hawks in 7. Tom Hawks in 6. Cam Knicks in. I actually said 6, but I meant
You're
7.
going 7. Blazers, Spurs,
Yeah,
done.
done.
Wolves versus Nuggets.
This will be game 7. Won't
Game
it?
7.
This is game 7.
If it came to game 7,
I reckon Jokic will pop off. And I reckon Jokic will carry that team through.
So the last 2 times that a team's come back from 3-1 has been the Nuggets. They did it in 2020 twice.
And then the Cavs beating
Cavs
the
did-
Warriors.
yeah, 2016.
That was
2015.
2016. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. The
Yeah.
last 2
Yeah.
times it's happened. It's
But the
been
Warriors,
Nuggets.
Then the
in the
Nuggets.
same season, the Warriors did that to Thunder as well.
But if they can get a win under their belt, I reckon that's going to cruise them through.
I'm still going with Timberwolves.
I think the huge drama is that Aaron Gordon, who is he's their engine. He's like bashed up, like he's not doing good. I
It
watched
hasn't been 100% all season.
the game the other day. He had an open layup where he'd normally just jump and dunk it. He maybe got 3 inches off the ground and tried to do a half layup.
That's me these days.
But that's me since like 2019, mate.
I'm going Nugs. You on Wolves?
I'm going Wolves.
So you got to remember that DiVincenzo and Ann are out now.
Yeah.
They're not coming back this series.
Rudy Gobert, baby. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, in that case, I'm definitely going to Joker because Rudy Gobert is shit.
he has been playing well against him,
Nah,
though.
he's shit.
No, I can give it to him.
I cannot stand him. I'm
I
not giving
can't
him
stand
I
him
nothing.
as a
can't stand him
player.
either, but
I'll give
but
him
I
a high
think he's
five to
been
the face with a
playing-
chair.
he's been playing good against the Joker.
So we're going Nugs. Me and Cammy. Tommy's going the Wolves. All right, Magic for Pistons. Is this game 7?
These are all game 7s now. So this
So
is
Magic Pistons.
If it went to game 7, I'm going Pistons.
I'm going Pistons.
we've already claimed the Pistons won, mate.
We'll just circle it anyway.
All right.
Raptors Cavs. Game 7.
Raptors,
I'm
baby.
going Cavs.
Raptors.
Cavs.
Raptors.
Suns Thunder done. Rockets Lakers. You guys chose the Lakers.
Game 7, I'm going Lakers.
Yeah, if it makes it that far, man, I'm
baby. So that's done.
That's
That's
done.
done. We'll see how we go, eh?
Not too bad in there, a few ones that obviously that we wish will finish a lot quicker, but
I reckon next round and going into the round after is going to be good because it's going to be close. Like it's going to be
four teams are going to
say
be gone.
Spurs versus Thunder.
Nah, it'll be Spurs versus Wolves or Nuggets.
Yeah.
It'll be Lakers, Rockets versus Thunder.
Because
No, I'm talking about for the conference finals.
We've still got semis to go yet.
Yeah.
I know, but if it got to that point, imagine those two playing against each other.
Stop jumping the gun, baby. We still
I'm
got
jumping
weeks.
that
We
shit.
still got weeks
But-
to go.
Thunder ain't making it. Alrighty, we'll lock them in, Eddie.
Lock 'em in.
We'll check it next week, eh?
Lock them in. Lock them in.
All right, Cammy, what's the next agenda meeting?
So we'll start talking about. Obviously, they've started saying who's winning awards. Like they've started giving away the awards and who's the winners and who's the final 3 and all that type of stuff. So obviously, like we can go through the couple that have been announced, and
Yep.
I think we had a couple of players, and we might have got some right. And
Yeah.
so if you wanted to read off the first player, mate.
Yeah, no worries. So, Defensive Player of the Year, unanimous.
Pretty sure we all picked this in the first episode.
Unanimous. We had it as a unanimous
Yeah.
defensive player of the year, and he
We-
ended up
yeah.
getting unanimous. So
It's good to see. I
Mm.
mean, he's the one that deserves
he
it.
deserved it. Like
Like-
even last year, like when he had the blood clot and couldn't play the rest of the season,
Mm.
like he was still blocks ahead of everybody and like all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But like
I still think he wins for about 5 more of these.
Oh, I don't see him losing for the
Mm.
next couple of years.
I think you'll get probably 3 in a row, then
Mm.
have one off, and then he'll get another couple. So
Yeah.
he's still super young.
Oh.
So you're like, what is he?
21?
19, 20? Yeah.
20, 21, yeah.
Yeah.
So he had 500 total points. Second was Chet Holmgren on 239. So big difference. Big difference. So his stats, 3.1 blocks per game, 60 steals per game. Not per game, 60 steals all season, which ends up to be about 1 a game.
Yeah.
Because he's missed a few games. Defensive rating is 110.4, which is second in the NBA. 9.5 defensive rebounds per game, and total blocks 197 for the year.
197 blocks in a year.
3.1 blocks per game.
Yeah.
And then he just had a 7 bomb in a final.
Game 3, wasn't it? Game 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
game
see
4,
anyone
game
else.
4.
Like,
Game 4, sorry. Yes,
even
apologies,
Chet,
yeah.
watching Chet, I don't see him being that different. Like, he's what, 7 foot?
He's
Two.
7'2" or 7'3". Like
But
he's,
he's
long.
not doing what
Nah.
Wemby's doing.
Did you see? As much as I hate bringing up this player, like Grayson Allen, did you see him run through Chet and Chet end up on his ass? There's a video going around and it's Shea's bouncing the ball. Chet comes to set a screen and little Grayson Allen, who's all of 6 foot, runs through this 7-footer and he goes flying. And just in the background, you can see Shea's facial expressions.
But
And he's
Shed's like
like-
this, though.
Yeah.
He's a pencil.
Yeah, but so is Wemby.
Yeah, but Wemby has bulked up since
Yeah.
the
And-
last
and-
couple of seasons.
And he'll continue to do that, which is good to see. Chet, I don't think knows what friggin' red meat is.
He doesn't know what the gym is.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
lift
all
this
they do
1
is
pound plate.
TikToks. The whole Thunder team is just TikTok superstars. Jared
Uh,
McCain, him, buddy.
J-Dub.
J-Dub. Shea Gilgis. What? So yeah, great to see him winning, which is good. Clutch player of the year. Who wants to go through that one?
Yeah, clutch player. of the year.
Jay.
Yeah.
I didn't see this award that got the other day, so it's new to me.
Yeah, so he ended up on 484 points. Second was Jamal Murray on 117.
Yeah.
So another massive gap.
I'm pretty sure I picked Maxi when
Yeah,
we
you,
first did it.
you had Maxi.
Yeah.
I
Don't know who I had.
think I had Brunson. I really can't remember off the top of my head. I need to write this. We need to write this down and have this handy.
It would have been in our first episode notes.
It was.
But obviously I don't have them on me now.
Yeah.
It's in the book. But yeah, 175 clutch points, led the NBA. 60.9% shooting in clutch moments, which is huge.
I said a stat to Kemi before. Since March 17, he has only missed one fourth quarter shot since March.
Yeah.
So that's pretty wild.
Yeah. 16 go-ahead buckets. 52 clutch field goals. Thunder is 20-7 in clutch games, which is a good record.
Yeah, well, they started the season on that huge.
20, no, they didn't hit 20. They hit.
Well, they didn't have. He didn't have to play the fourth
Yeah,
quarter.
like
18 or 19 games straight or something.
Yeah,
they were closing on the Warriors when they went that 20.
Yeah, but
whatever it was.
I mean, like the first 10 to 15 games, like they were winning 15 plus, 20 plus points. Like, and he wasn't playing it. It was the fourth quarter, so yeah.
Takes us back to bloody the Warriors days when that stacked team with all the starters sat in the hole. Sixth man of the year. I think someone did choose this one.
This guy right here.
Did you choose it?
Yes,
Was
I
it
did.
you?
I don't think I had him down.
I had. Who did I have?
I'm pretty sure I had the Heat player, Jamie.
You had 6 players. You had
I did.
You had
But I had Allison and Walker as the 6 man.
You had a Walker. You had Jamie Jaquez from
and
the Heat,
Anthony Black. That's all I had.
Anthony Black, and
I had.
I thought there was one more.
Nah, I'm pretty sure I had 3.
Yeah,
because him and Ash pretty much had the same.
Yeah.
But I had Nazrid
Yes.
as 6 man.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to get it again.
Yeah.
So Keldon Johnson 404 points. He ended on. Jamie Jaquez ended on 331. So close. I would have loved to see Jamie, whatever his name is.
Jamie had the better stats though. That's what everyone's blowing up about it. Like how are they voting? Like but Spurs had a better record. I get that.
I think that adds into it. Like a lot of these awards, like it's
Well, MVP is
not so much MVP. The defensive player of the year, I noticed, has got more to do with the team's defensive rating. Like Rudy Gobert was not the best defensive player for 3 years straight. There was no chance. His team, like when he was with the Utah team, their defense was friggin' phenomenal. But like there was no way that he was the best defensive player for 3 years straight. Like there was other players doing way better stuff than him. Yeah, he was doing the scraps, like cleaning up defensive rebounds and getting a few blocks here and there. But like the defensive player of the year, like it's a bit how you doing. It's same with I think this award, like the 6 man award. Team success obviously helps your success with this award. MVP, I think the lowest rated MVPs are like, when the teams finish at the end of the year, 1 to 10 or 1 to 20 or whatever they are. The lowest person that's ever won one is actually there's 2 of them. It's Russell Westbrook when he had the first year of the triple double. They finished 6th, and Joker in his first year of winning the MVP, they finished 6th.
Yeah, bit crazy. But his numbers off the bench is 13.2 points per game, 5.5 rebounds per game, 51.9% field goal, and 36.3% 3-point. 1,081 total points off the bench and played all 82 games.
He was a starter last year, wasn't he?
Only when there was injuries. So you know how when we did this, I thought that he had started, like he was starting every now and again. He didn't start a single game this season. I sort of checked when he won 6 man of the year. I went and checked it, and like he didn't start one single game this year. He just was 82 games off the bench.
He must. I think he loves the role though. Like
some players really take that role
seriously.
Like coming off the bench and being that impact player when people are tired. Like
Jordan Clarkson.
Jamal Crawford was good at it.
He was phenomenal coming off the bench.
He was a freak.
Yeah.
The way his handles were was
Like
just
even
nuts.
even Nas Reed that you
Yeah.
said would have won it this year. Like even him, like he
Him coming in for like the center or the power forward role and just shooting those threes.
Yeah.
Even Lou Will was pretty good at it when he won it.
that was the other one I was thinking of. Lou Will.
Yeah. No, there's been some good players off
Mm.
the bench. No, their role and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
definitely.
One that Tom didn't know about, Sportsmanship Award.
Yeah.
I didn't know about this one either.
Derek White.
From the Celtics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from the Celtics,
So is
which
that-
I can see.
Is that just on the field sportsmanship, or is that off the court? Sorry.
So I've put a few notes down of why I read the article about.
Yep.
Because obviously, I'm like, how do you give a sportsmanship award? Maybe it was like what he does with other players or
Yeah.
whatever. So the teammates describe him as a good human being.
Yep.
He doesn't talk trash or have an ego, which I can see because he very rarely talks trash or thinks he's better than what he is.
Is this like a
He's
probably
not
a
like
best
an
and
Anthony.
fairest award?
Yeah, he's not like an Anthony Edwards where he makes a point game and then
And
he
talking.
talks shit.
I think he talks shit even when he scores 5 points.
Yeah, I know. And then opponents respect him. I think fans respect him too. Like I like the way he goes about his game. How he's like respectful. He'll do team first things. Like he doesn't need to go out there and drop 25 points that game. If they need him to, he will shoot those threes. But I don't see a better player for that award this year, in my opinion.
Nah, so previous, because I have heard stuff about it, but I didn't realize that it was actually a proper award. I'm pretty sure Drew Holiday's won that award.
Yeah,
Um,
which he's the exact same type of player.
yeah. Mike Conley.
Mm-hmm.
So do you know Mike Conley's been playing what now, 18 seasons?
Yeah.
No technical ever.
No
No,
tech.
no tech ever.
Tim Duncan got one on the bench.
For laughing.
Yeah. I think there was someone that went like 13, 14 years without a tech and then they ended up getting one or something. Or it might have been fouled out.
Yep.
They've never been fouled out in 14
Yeah.
seasons. They finally got one. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to see. Last one that was awarded was most improved.
Yep.
Nikhil Alexander Walker on 396 points.
Yeah.
And second was Jalen Duren on 254, which I think he had a stellar season too.
Okay.
I think he deserved to have second.
Yep.
But obviously Nikhil Alexander Walker, absolutely crazy.
I
jump.
didn't expect it. I'm pretty sure I picked Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, we all
We-
picked.
we all
Yeah.
did
Yeah,
Jalen.
we were. What is it?
Yeah.
Unanimously
Yeah.
had voted for him as the most improved player.
Which he should have been up there, I reckon. I don't know if he
Oh,
came top three.
Like we talked about, like when we did our predictions for these awards, like we talked about, like he didn't have a major boost this season. Like he only had a couple of points extra and a couple assists. Like it wasn't, like Walker
Yeah.
was averaging like what 12 points last year, and now he's averaging what 20.
Well, I've written it all down, yeah. So points per game, 24-25 season, 9.4 points per game. This season, 20.8. So that's an 11.4 points per game increase. Rebounds, 3.2 to 3.4.
Yeah.
So only 0.2. 2.7 assists per game to 3.7. So 1 assist extra.
Yep.
Field goal, 43.8% to 45.9%. 3-point is 38.1% to 39.9%. And then minutes per game is 25.1 to 33.4. So the points per game was the massive increase.
Yeah.
The rest of the other stats wasn't too much more.
Like with awards like this, like obviously like the points is a huge thing. Like if you take that 21, was it 21?
20.8.
Yeah. So you take that 21 points off that team. How many games they lose after that? Because then you've got to find
Another
somebody else to pick those points up, or somebody else to add that type of stats in.
Yeah.
A lot of these are like, besides the Defensive Player of the Year award, a lot of the awards are all about the attacking and the scoring side of things.
Yeah.
And it's easy to see, like What your last player to win the MVP and the Defensive Player of the Year was Giannis in 21-ish, somewhere
when they
around
won
there.
the finals that year.
And, I think it was the year
Yeah, before
before.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
2020.
yeah. So like that's the last time you've seen a pure defensive player. But he wasn't just a defensive player; he was also scoring like 30
Mm.
odd points. Like you don't see the defensive players getting nominated for the MVP or like because what when he's the defensive player of the year, Wemby. He's only averaging 20,
Well, I
not
mean,
the 33 points, which Shea's a finalist and Joker's a finalist on 26 points. Actually, Wemby is a finalist for that, so
Yeah.
like he has a chance, but
I don't think he'll get it
no,
because of the way things
flopper.
are. Yeah. Lopper, lopper.
The bubble wrap, boys, the bubble wrap.
Yeah, some interesting
Mm.
choices. Obviously, there's going to be MVP coming up. I think there's a few other
And
awards.
so there's coaches award,
Yeah.
and like obviously
Coach of the year.
yeah, coach of the year. They've got the coach of the year MVP. Who else? What else is left? They've got a GM award as well, like
Yeah.
your GM of the year, that type of stuff. So obviously they'll leave the big award, the MVP,
Mm.
till last. So yeah,
That'll be good to see. Hopefully, and then obviously first team, second team,
yeah. The
third.
top 15 players
Yeah.
normally. So they used to like old school ways. You'd have your point guard, shooting guard, like your top point guard, top shooting guard, top small
They
forward.
changed all that
Now
now.
it's just your top 15 players. Your top 5 players normally are the top 5 MVP favorites.
Yeah.
And then so on down to your next 5 and then that. Did you see that they made an exception for Luca to be available for obviously MVP honors
And Cade.
and Cade? They did it so also the last one we've got is also Rookie of the Year. They haven't announced that one yet.
Yes.
So there was a thing I watched or listened to the other day, and they're thinking that the play-in game where Con only had the 5 points hurt his chances for Rookie of the Year
Which is shit.
because they at least made the play-in where Cooper's team they didn't make the play-in.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean,
What if Cooper was in that position for a playing game?
Yeah.
Like the pressure will be on him. It's their
Yeah.
first season. Like
yeah.
And like the team only got dragged through from the guy on the bench, Kobe White, in that first game. Like we talked about it last week. Like if Kobe White didn't hit them shots, like they were gone in that first round.
Yeah. But then also Hornets had a better overall team than what I know the Mavs on paper at the start of the year looked really good, but they were all injured.
Yeah.
Cooper had to carry that team himself. Like Klay Thompson's not Klay Thompson anymore. Like he was by the end of the season, he was dropping like 40 bombs.
Mm.
I reckon, in my opinion, Cooper should get it, but I would love also to see Con get it.
Yeah,
But I
so
think Cooper had an overall better
season.
season than what Con did.
I think they like we talked about it when we did our early predictions and stuff like that. Like we talked about how Con like I honestly thought watching the first half of the season, watching Cooper and watching Con, I thought Con had a better first half of the season. Cooper come out of them first few games and like he looked like, oh shit, he's just running away with this award, and then he like I don't know
Slowed
if you
down a
call
bit.
it like nerves or something
Mm.
like that. Like he slowed down
the
and
rookie
then
barrier.
yes, and Con started to get momentum and he kept momentum and he kept that momentum up until the 82nd game, which was at the end of the season.
Mm.
But there was a moment I think in the start of this year in January where Cooper Flag went stuff this. It's my team. I need to
Mm.
provide or work for my team, and he went 20 points, 20 points, 30 points. I've got a 10-pointer, 40 points, and like he did that type of stuff for them.
Yeah.
Um,
Be interesting to see how he goes with like Kyrie Irving with him and all those.
well, like I think I mentioned or somebody, I think it was me. When he come out, like he's obviously he's a small forward
Mm.
who can dribble, so they can use him as that role. But because Kyrie's out and their other guard was out, they had him bringing the ball up and was
Yeah.
playing like a point forward type of thing.
Yeah.
And I think he did. I think he did awesome in that.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
just thinking about like those pick and rolls and stuff like that,
Yeah.
where he could play that small power forward if he wanted to and set those picks and just roll, and Kyrie would just chuck it up to him. I reckon those will be a very good combo together, in my opinion.
The pressure's not always on him then to bring the
to
ball up,
deliver.
and he's got to do more with it. So he's got to provide for his team and work for his team. And if it shuts down, he's then got to go and score.
Yeah.
I think that it'll be interesting next season when Kyrie's back in there.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just hope Clay kind of finds a little bit more form than what he has been in. Obviously, he's getting older and stuff like that, but I remember the days where he was just 36 points off 4 dribbles or something like that. That was just wild. Just go back to the old Clay. But yeah, keen for these other awards to come through.
It'll be interesting to see who ends up with them. Like obviously we're going to debate about the MVP till it's actually awarded, but you know we'll see what ends up happening. So yeah,
definitely.
Are we ready for this?
I'm ready for this, baby.
Ready for this? It's all about the Aussies time, boys. So this week, obviously, like we didn't really have a big discussion about who we were going to choose, and I went back to the 80s. I didn't go back to the 90s. I went all the way back to the 80s.
Before we touch on him,
Mm-hmm.
can we just shout out Mila for playing her first WNBA game? Because we spoke about it last week.
Yeah, she had the preseason game for the Valkyries against the Storm.
Yeah, 14 points, 4 from 4 threes
in 14 minutes.
Yeah. She played well. I think she's going to do very well, which is what we touched on last week.
I think, obviously, like if they play her in that role that she played on, what was it, yesterday morning? Yesterday morning. I turned on the TV to watch the games yesterday, and I was like, WNBA's on. Clicked on it. I was like, oh, it's the Valkyries.
I should like their jerseys, the purple. I think
I do like the purple. Obviously with the hat, so like the purple. So, but yeah, no, it was good to see. Hopefully she gets signed full time and can continue. And obviously she gets a good career over there. And
she'll only get better over there playing against those type of people.
I didn't realize how short she was until I seen some of them giants.
She's only like.
She 5'6" or something.
Yeah, something. No, I think she's a bit taller, maybe like 5'9". I reckon.
Yeah,
she's a bit taller.
She looked like she was 5'2" against some of the giants over there. I seen the center come on the court, and then she walked in behind her. I was like, "Holy shit!
Who the fuck is that guy?"
Anyway,
I'll let you go on now.
All right, all about the Aussies this week. We got Andrew Gaze. So Andrew Barry Kaysen Gaze. Yeah. Born the 24th of July, 1965, is an Australian basketball coach and former player. He played 22 seasons in the NBL with the Melbourne Tigers from 1984 to 2005, winning the league's MVP award 7 times. So that's why the award is currently named after him. 7-time MVP, winning the scoring title 14 times out of those 22 seasons. He also guided the Tigers to 2 NBL championships in 93 and 97 and was named an All-NBA first-team member for a record 15 consecutive years. Gaze has been described as one of the greatest players Australia has ever produced.
I got some key NBA facts on him.
Yep.
NBA.
NBA,
At the moment, in 1993-94 season, he played 7 games for the Washington Bullets. The 98-99 season, he played 19 regular season games for the San Antonio Spurs, and he earned the championship ring with them. So he's the NBA championship as well.
Yep.
While his NBA time was limited, he's one of the best Australian basketball players. He played 612 games in the NBL, scoring over 18,000 points. He was the first Australian male to play professional in Europe in 1991, and he's a 5-time Olympian.
Yeah, I think the one thing that really stood out to me was that 5-time Olympian.
5 times, man.
Player.
Because that's every 4 years.
Yeah.
That's 24 years.
That is long.
Yeah. And he just even when I was researching and I 22 seasons played. LeBron's on to what season right now?
23.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah. And I guarantee you, he was the same age. He was 18 when he started playing in the NBL. So an 18-year-old back in 1984.
Yeah. And you don't have all the health kick that you know.
Hell no, he probably would have been
He doesn't
smoking.
have the money that
Yeah,
LeBron had to.
yeah.
He
He
spent
would have been smoking darts and drinking beers on the sideline after
VBs.
games. On the VBs, yeah, in Melbourne, Victoria Bitter, baby.
Yeah. Just one hell of a career,
Yeah.
though, like, and the fact he scored 18,000 points plus in the NBL is like, when do you think the next person is going to be up there? I know Chris Golding's been playing for a while,
Yep.
but like, I don't see anyone touching that for other than Bryce Cotton if he keeps playing.
So his dad actually, Lindsay Gaze, was the coach for the Melbourne Tigers from, I can't remember exactly when it was, but in the 90s, his dad was actually the coach.
Isn't his mum like a basketball player as well or something like that?
Yes, I believe so.
Is it Shirley? Or
Oh,
I read something about it. Was it Shirley? I could be wrong. I could be just talking absolute shit out.
I'll tell you in 2 seconds. So
Might have been Lindsay and Shirley, yeah.
it doesn't have it down here. Normally, it's got the parents and stuff like that. So he actually went and played college ball over in Seton Hall University.
Apparently he did quite well over there as well
Yeah.
for him, which is good.
So that was during the 1988-89 season. Played 38 games for Seton Hall Pirates, averaging 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists per game.
No, not bad at all.
Gay started every game in the Hall's first ever run in the NCAA Final Four.
Yeah, right.
So, like, he's a national treasure. This one, eh? Like, he's. I don't want to say like we talk about like Patty Mills. Like, I absolutely love Patty Mills. I watched Patty Mills for years. Like, he come into the team as I was like in puberty, growing up watching basketball. Andrew Gaze was in his prime or finishing his prime as I was starting to watch it. So I got to watch a lot of Andrew Gaze, Shane Heal, like all those type of players. I watched Robert Rose, Leonard Copeland, Darnell Mee from the 36ers. Like, yeah, like I said, Brett Maher. I mention Brett Maher all the time. Actually watching the Melbourne Tigers with Andrew Gaze, Leonard Copeland, Mark Bradkey, that team and that core, like they look like that. And any given night, any given year, they're going to win the championship. And it was just, I don't know how they were able to do it and keep the team together, because like obviously you got your salary cap and like you have to push players in and out because like, well, he's played phenomenal this year and he's just won the MVP. So like, and I've gone from 10 points a game to 20 points a game. Sorry, Tommy, you're the weakling out. You gotta get pushed to a new team, like that type of thing. Bud. Like I don't know how they worked it, but they were able to work it as their core group stayed together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good to see. Like, obviously, I don't really give two craps about Melbourne Tigers, but like, yeah, Andrew Gaze, like he was one of our best players to ever play, and yeah, when he retired, like it was a big deal in Australia. Like, obviously, a 7-time MVP, 15 consecutive years, first team All NBL, like. Went over, played in America, played in Europe, went over, played in college. Like me, obviously, like all of those things. Like it's great to see as an Australian, as like Australians pushing boundaries, and like we've got, like we just talked about Mila last week and what she's done, and obviously Patty Mills is doing. Like we've got players playing all over the world, and it's just people because of himself, Luke Longley, Shane Heal, like because of those players back in the 1990s, 1980s, like doing that type of thing. Yeah.
No, it's definitely wild. Listen to all those stats and stuff like that. Going to questions.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Lay it on us.
All right, number 1. Where does Andrew Gaze actually rank amongst Aussie players? Is he still number 1, or has Paddy overtaken him?
I've said it for a while. Like we obviously, I rate Patty Mills as the best Australian ever, and not just because of his on court presence, but because of, like we talked about, his culture and everything like that he brings to wherever he plays. Like he took it out to San Antonio, the Spurs, and like Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, like that, Greg Popovich, like they wanted to learn his culture because of him.
Yeah.
So like I obviously, I know you guys do. You rank Paddy is number one. I honestly, I have Andrew Gaze as probably second, maybe third, but
Yeah.
like top three
Top,
definitely.
yeah, top 3, top 5 easily.
To go with that question, like I'd love to see what Paddy Mills could do if he just stayed in the NBL his whole career.
Yeah,
Because obviously he went over to and played for Spurs for a year. He's what 14 years in the NBA or something
yeah,
like that. Something.
yeah.
Like, imagine if he had that 14 years over in the NBL. What damage he could have done.
I think what he would have been able to accomplish in the just playing in the NBL would have been amazing, but I don't think his game would have grown as much as it did in the
Yeah.
NBA. I
Yeah.
think just the
It's a different ball game between leagues.
I think that's why I
the
picked Paddy first.
Yeah.
Because he went over there, and obviously the NBA is the best league in the world.
It's the greatest league in the world.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like every single person watches it, thanks to Michael Jordan, by the way.
And for him to do his role over there and play for a championship team as well,
Yeah.
like I know that obviously Gaze did as well, but Paddy probably played 82 games that season.
Yeah.
In that 6-man role.
Yeah. He was coming off the bench playing that 6-man role. And obviously like Andrew Gaze went over there in that 98-99 season,
Yeah.
but he only played the last 20 games of the season or something like that.
16 you said?
games.
Yeah. Like there's a big difference between getting signed. So obviously Paddy Mills was picked in the Portland Trailblazers as a what's that, a 20-something seed, 20-something selection.
Yeah.
And then was picked up by the Spurs, and then was in the Spurs for a year or so before he, started getting the recognition and
Yeah.
playing more. So yeah, it was like I said, man, Paddy Mills is always going to be number one in my books.
Yeah.
And then Andrew Gaze he's either second. The majority of the time, I'm going to say second. Sometimes I'll say third.
Give me a definite answer, both of you. So you're
Top 3.
I'm second.
no, give me a definite
Nah,
answer.
nah.
Come on.
2.
Two?
Yeah,
So
I'm
two as well?
second.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Does his lack of NBA success hurt his legacy, or is that an unfair statement?
No,
I
it doesn't.
think that unfair statement, like,
Unfair. I can
Yeah.
see both sides of this.
yeah,
I really can't.
Obviously, what he did in
yeah.
the NBL.
Se-
Yes,
seven
NBL is a
time,
good league.
well, that's our league. So
Yeah.
like obviously I grew up watching the NBL, and like I said, I grew up watching Andrew Gaze and Shane Heal and all those players
Yeah.
there, and watching him on any given night go, and he 9 times out of 10 there's a little poke, get the poke out, then Leonard Copeland to clean it up, and then he'd go and score two. Sometimes Leonard Copeland to get the full steal, and Andrew Gaze already running, and he just catch pass 2 points. Like I got to watch that growing up.
Yeah.
I know you two boys didn't because you're young
too young.
babies. You're young babies. But like and yeah, like I said, I got to watch that, and
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like him as a player, but I like what he did
Yeah.
for his team, and it was whatever it was whatever he needed to win.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like I said, second.
second.
Was Gaze actually ahead of his time, or just dominant in a weaker league?
Yeah, well, I don't really know
Because obviously NBL back then.
yes,
This is not me being. Obviously, I love the NBL. I
Yeah.
watched it, but the players to what they were back then,
Yeah.
completely different.
this is your question, Cameron, because you watched the
So,
growing
yeah.
up.
Like without being funny, like it's like when the NBA first started. You had your players that would play basketball and train basketball after they finished their full-time job.
Plumbers.
Yeah. No. Like they were everything from house painters to friggin' builders to concreters to you name it. They worked a 10-hour shift and then they went to training, and then on the Saturday morning or a Saturday afternoon they'd turn up and play their game. They weren't getting properly paid until mid to late 90s. Majority of players were having to work 2 jobs, like the WNBL is right now, because again it's a young league, same as what the NBL
They're
was in
going
that time.
overseas to play different leagues. yeah.
That's exactly it's not so much they're playing against plumbers. Some of them might have been plumbers, but that's only because to make ends meet, you had to work 2 jobs. That's the same as what the NBA was back in the day. Like our players now, our salary cap in Australia is what, $2 million roughly, might be a little bit more than that. that's got to pay 16 play, or what is it got to pay 12 players?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So $2 million.
36ers might be in trouble because I think Bryce Cotton's on a mill. That's a mill to share between all.
Again, you break that down. Your minimum paid player's got to be paid $60,000 for the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that because I know a few of the boys up here. One of them got a training partner, not training partner, like development player role.
Yeah.
And he was going to get paid 60K a
Yeah.
year just for that.
That's what I mean. Like, so,
Yeah.
like for now, our minimum wage is going to be, so it's like, for instance, say somebody that's on an apprenticeship, they're getting paid what, $11 an hour or whatever their apprenticeship
Yeah.
is. They're only going to earn 34K. The minimum wage in the NBL right now is still more than minimum wage.
Yeah.
But fingers crossed, it's continuing to grow, continue to make money, and they can slowly pay their minimum wage. Like in 5 years' time, their minimum wage might be 80K or $80,000
Or even
compared to,
100.
yeah. Like it's moving in in the right direction. It's just going to take a while. It's the same as what the WNBA just went through with their friggin' bargaining
Play
agreement.
agreement.
Yeah, like they were whinging that, oh, our highest paid players is only 125K. I'm like, yeah, but your league's only 30 years old. It was 35 years before the first male competitor made $1 million. Like they don't see it that way. They just go, oh, the guys are making so much money. Why can't I get that much money?
Yeah, but they've been around way longer than what they have.
So like back in that time when he was playing, like, yeah, he might have been on 60K a year, but that was like the highest paid player was getting 60K. All the other guys are getting 10K for playing basketball.
Yeah.
It's hard to say because you don't know, because some guys, like even NRL players back in the 90s were working 2 jobs just to make ends meet because their NRL salary was 20K, but they had to go and make 50K from bricklaying for the rest of the week. So yeah.
Does dominating the NBL mean as much as a role player in the NBA? This goes back to obviously Paddy and him again, because he was a role player in the NBA, but a whole different era.
Like you mean like a 6th man off the bench type of
Yeah,
thing?
like
yeah.
I reckon.
Obviously, dominating a league is elite,
Yeah.
but again, we go back to NBA being elite, like the elite of the elite.
Like your top tier is your NBA. Like everybody agrees that that's your top tier.
I think listening to his stats, which what you both spoke about, I think that justifies him dominating the league being more better, if that makes sense, because he's dominated that league for how many years?
22 years.
22 years, over 18,000 points. Like, I think I'd rather that career than be a role player in the NBA.
Yeah.
Obviously, you'll make more money in the NBA, but imagine being the guy.
That's why Bryce Connor has to move back.
Yeah. Imagine being the guy that everyone looks up to.
Yeah.
Growing up. Holy crap, I want to be like him when I grow up.
Well, there was a time where when I was playing, like I looked at all the Australian players. Like obviously you look at the NBA players, but you look at the best Australian players. Andrew Gaze turned up, Shane Heal turned up, Derek Rucker turned up, Leonard Copeland, Brett Maher that I talk about. Like you had, like there was probably six major players in Australia at the time. You do that over, what is it, 14 team comp, only 6 huge players. You've got like in America, you've got what is it, 30 teams at the moment? How many players can like you just rattle off the top of your head?
A lot.
Yeah, like there's a huge difference between having, like there's still 16 teams, but you're only naming 6 players compared to naming 30 teams and naming 40 players. Like most teams in America at the moment have 2 superstars on the team. In Australia, you might have 1 superstar and a shitload of role players. Like there's a big difference between that type of situation. For years you had what was his name? He played for the Bullets and then he played for the New Zealand Breakers. CJ. His dad was
Bruton.
a coach. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. phenomenal
He
player.
coached for a bit as well.
Yep. His dad was a coach and he was a player, and like phenomenal player. He was born in Australia. His dad was an American, but like you shift towards there's the top 5 in Australia at the moment, but when you go overseas, there's a top 40. Like it's hard to talk about, especially when you compare the two leagues. What do we get? Like when we talked about the Croc Stadium or the Swamp. How many do they get at a thing? Like 5,000? 5,000?
I think so, yeah.
On a bad night in the NBA, you get 15,000
Yeah.
people. Like on a bad night.
$2 tickets.
Yeah.
Which is $4 over here. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
I agree. I think I'd rather his career with what he produced anyway.
It was if he had just been a role player playing the 22 seasons in Australia, it would have been a lot different, but he was actually dominating the league, so
or
it
if he
made
was a role player in the NBA for 22 seasons, dominating as that role player, I think that would
dominating as the role player.
like say what Paddy did for
Like a
Spurs.
six man of the
Six
year
man, yeah.
candidate every year type of thing. Yeah.
But I mean, obviously NBL was his game. Australia, like the FIBA rules, what suited him the best.
Yeah.
American, obviously, they play whatever they want to play, and everyone else just plays the FIBA rules, which is good to see. So my last one, I have switched it up a little bit. So the question is, if you were to make a starting 5 of NBA of Aussie players today, is Andrew Gase making your team?
Yeah.
But I've written down point guard to center.
Yep.
And I've got Tommy and Cammy.
Yep.
You cannot use the same people.
Wait.
You go pick for pick.
All right. Okay.
To make your Aussie team.
You can go first.
So if you want Gase, mate, this is up to you. But you got to tell me where you want him to play as well. I just saw a little bit of fun, a little bit of rivalry to see who can create the best.
Just so you're aware, I'm spanking you in this. Spanking you.
And the viewers get to decide
Hands down
on who wins it.
bare ass. Bam.
Tommy, who
Uh,
are you taking first?
Okay. Just Aussie players?
Just Aussie players.
All right, let's
Just
go.
a boomer.
just boomers.
No. Just Aussie players.
Paddy Mill point guard.
Get the point.
I'll get Andrew Gase at the shooting guard.
I'll go. This is tough, man.
That's why I was like, do I give you guys time to like think on it at the start? But then obviously it's a bit of fun when you
I've already got my 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
make sure you take one of his.
I got Dyson at the small forward.
That's a good pick.
Yep.
I got Luke Longley as a center.
Ooh.
Benny Simmons at power forward.
Ooh.
That's a rubbish pick. He gonna choke.
We're going Simmons back on 76
Yeah,
days.
man, yeah.
A rookie. It's not even his rookie year, but it's a rookie. I'm gonna go Brett Maher as my point guard.
Is that it? Maher?
Yeah.
Yep. This is new age versus old age here.
Shane Hill as his shooting guard. You don't want the hammer?
Mate, you've got 2 centers that you could pick right now that have had a hell of a season, a hell of careers.
Aaron Baines,
Yeah, I know.
Jock
yeah.
Bogut.
Landale,
Yeah.
Andrew Bogut.
I'm thinking what one, mate. I'll take Bogut.
Bogut.
I'm gonna have Matisse Thiswell as my small forward.
So, Tommy, you got your shooting guard left. And Cammy, you've got your power forward
Oh, I've
left.
got my power forward sorted. I just named him.
Am I allowed Kyrie at the small shooting guard?
No,
He's Australian.
he's played for America.
Oh, but he's born in Australia.
It doesn't matter. He wants nothing to do with
No.
us.
Mate, who's just got citizenship and plays for 36ers?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I don't know if that counts yet.
It would, because he's a citizenship.
Yeah,
he's played in the
he's-
NBL for
Bryce Cotton.
I'll
which
have,
I like that pick. As
yeah, I'll have Jock Landale as my power forward.
Oh,
I
he's
thought
powerful.
you might have gone
Yeah.
Bainesy, eh?
I don't mind Bainesy, but I think Landale's a bit of a better shooter.
So I reckon, yeah, new age versus old age, other than Bible on your team. So Tommy's gone point guard, Paddy. Bryce Cotton at the 2. Dyson Daniels at the 3. Ben Simmons at the power forward, and Andrew Bogut at the centre. So not a bad team.
You don't got enough points in you. You're only averaging 65.
Mate,
I'm gonna score 90.
I'll put the Booters jersey on the Paddy's jersey.
Cammy had Brett Maher, Andrew Gaze, Matisse Thybul at the small forward, Jock Landale at the power forward, and Luke Longley at the centre.
So when we line up on the floor, Thybul's marking Paddy Mills. Langdale is going to shut down.
I'd be putting someone on Cotton straight away.
Well, but
Between Cotton and
Mar and Gaze are gonna switch between him just to slow him down, because if he tries to drive it in, Luke Long is just gonna take his fucking head off.
It got so mind blank. I was like, I'm trying to think.
if we go Simmons, his best years
76,
at 76ers,
Yeah.
I reckon that would be a good battle between him and
It'll be a
Landale.
close game. It'll be a close game.
So, viewers, let us know in the comments which team won. And I thought that was a good way to finish off all about the Aussies
That was a
today.
great way to finish.
Throw it out
Good
there.
one.
Yeah.
Make you boys think. Oh, bust some packs, eh?
But let's bust some packs, baby. All right.
Which one? Which?
I don't
Who's
think
going?
we're going to get a good team like we did last week.
No.
You want that one, big fella?
Yeah, send it.
Yeah. Tell me you can do that other one, mate. I'll do the haunted hoops, mate. I'll do the haunted hoops.
I think I'll
You going
start
off
this
first?
day.
Oh, you going off first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually the first person gets the good card, so I'm only praying. All right. Oh,
Game over.
Centre. Nikola Jokic. Shooting guard. Anthony Edwards. We got Reed Shepherd. Bad. Still good.
He's doing all right for the Rockets.
Another shooting guard, Donovan Mitchell. We got Brendan Miller from the Charlotte Hornets, who actually had a hell of a season.
He played well this year.
Uh,
His growth was good.
Fat Clipper, James Harden.
Pre-trade.
We got Anthony Davis. We got Tommy's GOAT, LeBron James. And we got Derek Queen from the
That's not a bad rookie to finish
New
off with. So,
Orleans.
yeah. Who you got,
I
Tommy?
also got the GOAT, LeBron James. Also got the Joker.
Oh.
I got Yarn, the rookie card, Blazers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got my man Clippers now, Bennett Mafrican.
Benedict
Matherin?
Matherin. Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan.
Not bad.
I got Can't Go Left, Jalen Brown. I got
Hairline, Duran.
Amen Thompson,
Ooh.
Colaire Ware, and how did you say this one? Bilal from the Wizards.
Bilal.
Bilal
Oh,
Kalabuli.
Yeah, I get confused. mate,
Something
which
like
one.
that.
Bilal.
And I've got Buddy Hield,
Eh.
Kobe Buffkin,
Who the fuck?
and Jabari Smith, Mr. Brain Fart.
So I reckon
Smith
Cammy
Jr.
got the worst cards out of all.
All right, boys. Let's
All
go.
right, point guard.
Who you got?
I don't think we got a real true point guard, eh? Other than James.
James Harden is your true point guard.
Yeah, I liked him as a shooting guard. to be honest with you.
Play LeBron at the point.
All right, so we got James at the 1. Who are we putting at the 2? So we got Ant-Man.
And
And
who?
I got Jalen Brown.
You can push one of them to the 3.
Yeah.
I'd go Anno at the 2 more than the
There's
3.
your They run the backcourt together right now. Donovan Mitchell. That's your,
Mitch.
that's your 1-2.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Ant-Man 3. Or
Who you got over there as a 3?
I got Jalen Brown.
DeMar
So
DeRozan.
you got LeBron who runs the 3. You got-
There's your 3 right there. LeBron James.
You want him at the 3?
Where are you
Yeah,
going to put him?
At a 4.
Nah,
Nah,
you got
he plays
AD.
3 way
Yeah.
better than 4.
Put him as a 3. Talking crazy.
Would you have? Would you rather have Edwards over the Mitchell in the shooting guard?
Maybe Ant-Man instead of Mitchell.
Who said Mitchell?
Oh, I did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, because
Well, I said 1-2, like they're playing together right now. Yeah.
I've got Davis and Jokic.
Well, Joker's your 5, like he's
Yeah.
your center, and
you probably
Davis
4.
would be your 4. Who else you got over there?
I got Joker. I got DeMar. That he plays small forward.
I'm going back up point guard, Reed Shepard.
What?
Out of who? We don't have another point guard.
Yeah, okay. I
Amen
thought-
Thompson. You got Amen Thompson.
Yeah, don't we normally do 6-man? We're doing 6-man. I'm going to Mar Thompson or Mitchell over Reed Shepard.
What about Brown?
Jalen Brown.
He'd be your second man. He'd be your third man off
What
the
about
bench.
Jokic?
We've already got him in
Double
the
up.
starting lineup.
No, this is a different one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
This is 2018.
It's like chucking a second LeBron in. Get out of
We
it.
can be overpowered this one. Mate.
I reckon.
Thompson.
Yeah, 6-man Thompson. 7th, I reckon Mitchell. Who'd you have?
Jalen Brown.
Then Jalen Brown. And then Miller. I reckon that's your bench, and you might need a big.
Oh, the Asian.
Yeah.
All right.
How tall is he?
Probably like 7'6".
5 foot. 5 foot nothing. I'd go McQueen. There's a McQueen. Sorry, Queen. He's a center. He plays center
Derek
for the
Queen.
Pellies.
Team
Yeah,
there,
that's
Jimmy.
a team.
Do you want to rate it out?
Sure. I don't have my glasses on, but all right
okay. Do you want me to do it?
then. Yeah.
All right. Point guard, we got James Harden. Shooting guard, we got Ant-Man. We got LaFlop James. at the
Yeah.
small forward.
Second best player in the world.
We got Anthony Davis at the 4. We got Jokic at the 5. We got Amen Thompson off the bench as 6-man. We got D. Mitch as 7th. We've got Jalen Brown at 8th. And we got Brendan Miller at 9th. And then we got Derek Queen.
Derek
center.
Queen off the bench.
That's
I
a
think.
very short second team.
No, you've got like there's your 3 bigs, and you got like there as well. Like that's tiny, but like
I think we're winning over 75 games.
With that, injuries off.
injuries
off.
Injuries off.
I mean, the only one that really gets injured is David. So then you would just replace him with bloody Miller or something, wouldn't you?
Yeah, just slide like even if you slide LeBron down to 4 and push Miller into 3, or put
Brown up.
yeah, you can move. Like I said, you can move that around. So any one of these 5 here could play 1 to 3, and then he could play 2 to 4. He could play 2 to 4. He can play 3 to 5. He can play 4 and 5. He can play 4 and 5. Like you've got a way to move players around and kick some ass with that style.
Yeah.
Also with that type of play, you could play run and gun, because like you get rebound here and they're gone. Bring in a quick player to sub him out. Like you could play run and gun with those. Bring the young fella in. Bring the other young fella in.
Bit like Robin 2K, you leaking dog.
Cherry picking.
Not me. That's
Cherry
Zach and all that. I'm the one getting the rebounds and passing
Cherry
it out.
picking. And with that, guys,
We've drained the final bucket for today. Like, subscribe, and don't miss the next tip-off.
Like you said, bad.
peace.